Good morning, guys, and welcome to what I believe is going to be my first full day up on the mountain. I more or less scratched the last two videos. If you guys couldn't tell, there hasn't been a fishing video, and I know I said there's going to be another video. I might put those out, but I'm scratching them for now, just because I'm so far on the backlog, I don't even remember the content. Anyways, good morning. It is a new day. It is 7 in the morning currently. I woke up at about 6-ish, had some breakfast, watched a little bit of YouTube, and now it's time to get to work. The plan for today is going to be getting the building for the solar shed up. Done a little bit of work on it. I've got the floor over there and all the plywood. I've got some more trusses that I need to build, and hopefully the plan is to hopefully get the building up today. I'll still have to finish the roofing and the siding, but I'll get around to that eventually. As long as the building's up, I can put power inside of it, and tar paper on the roof, and we're golden. But there has been some work done over the past couple of weeks. So for instance, we did get rid of a couple trees. My dad came up, we grabbed this tractor. Probably should have recorded it, but didn't. We got rid of 3 trees here that were against this wall here. Their logs are there. Have to do some burning at some point. I don't know when that will be, but maybe wait until some of the stuff dries out and then burn some of these piles here. We still do have these two these 2 trees here that need to go, but they are leaning significantly over the cabin, so we're just waiting for just waiting for time, I guess. But got a snatch block and some rope and whatnot to get that done. You know, this group of trees here, they could probably go, but it's all just at this point a matter of doing things safely so we don't drop a tree on top of the cabin that we just redid our floor in. and among other things, it's the only living structure up here. But yeah, so did that. What else have I done? I think that's really the only thing, there to mention. Other than, I guess I don't think I've showed you guys this yet. And I don't think I've showed the floor clearly enough. But let's hop in here. Here's our beautiful floor. Looking gorgeous. There's my office right there. Got a nice little geological map of the United States, my computer, my monitors, and everything. This here is my living room. You got the little buddy heater for now until we get a more permanent heating solution. It's currently 70 degrees ish, 68, but keeping that on low keeps it around 68-ish, 60-ish, 70-ish degrees. This is my kitchen currently. I had to build some cupboards and whatnot, and get the kitchen set up. Still got to get a refrigerator. Currently, there's my refrigerator right there below the camera gear, 2 ice chests, and I can't remember if I mentioned this or not, but the loft came down. At first I was considering, putting the loft back up the way that it was, and except maybe a little bit higher and obviously flatter than what it was. I don't think I ever showed you guys how out of whack the loft was, but I was considering that. But now that the loft is down, I don't think I want to put a loft back up. However, I might consider maybe like a quarter loft, like a legitimate quarter loft off of the corner of this log here. And that would basically be for the computer setup. It would basically be my office. That would be the idea. I might do that. I might not. I don't know. I haven't decided fully yet. But and I don't know if you guys can see this, but look at the bow in this log. That's basically from the entire, cabin around settling. But this post here didn't settle because it's not under the same amount of weight, and so it just kind of pushed this log up, and so it's got a big bow in it now. Anyways, yeah, so that's the inside there. Let's go on over and head on over to the garage. Oh, out in the field down there, don't know if you could see it, the little white speck down there, little white square. That's a Starlink satellite internet. Eventually, there will be a 70-foot tower somewhere around here. I'm not exactly sure where yet. I think I would want it to maybe be like right here next to the cabin, and then, you know, I could lean it down that way or pull it up so it goes up that way and build it out that way. That would be a good plan, but I'd have to get rid of pretty much all of these trees here, which I'm not against entirely, but that might be where it ends up going. Over here we have the rest of the solar shed. I've got the frames built, still got to do some work on some of them. The trusses are a little bit steep, but I decided to keep it simple and went with 45 degrees. That way I didn't mess something up and had to spend more on lumber than I wanted to. So there's currently 5 trusses there. I think I'm actually only going to use 4 of those because I have the wood to build another 5, I think. Another 5. And these are going to have 1 foot overhang over the side of the wall, the outside wall. I kind of messed up and thought maybe that I would do a little bit less of an angle, and then I'd have a little bit to play with an overhang over here, but then I just decided to go with 45. And I'm actually happy I decided to go with 45 because that's also going to give me a little bit of storage area up in the I guess quote unquote attic. It's not really an attic, but you know, where the truss cross beams go across. So that is what I'm going to currently get started on, and hopefully I get that done before the end of today. Well, I didn't make quite as much progress as I wanted to today, but we made progress, so that's a plus. So there it is right there, looking good. So still got a bit of work to do. I guess more than half the plywood on the walls to do, but I've pretty much got that figured out. At this point, everything is as level as it's going to be. It's not perfect, but it could be way worse, to be honest. It's good enough. It's good enough. So I'm hoping tomorrow to get the rest of the walls complete, and then I gotta make sure I screw down the walls good to the floor. I think there's only a total of 8 nails right now holding it to the floor. So I've got to get that done, and that'll probably be tomorrow, and then the day after that, hopefully trusses would be nice, and the roof. And then once the trusses and the roof is done and the tar paper is on the roof, I could start putting in the solar system, which that'll be super awesome to finally get together. I've had it for like what, the last 3 months or something like that. So it'll be nice to finally get it together, put it to use. But still, lots of work to be done. Hopefully by the end of this week, we'll be using the solar system. Fingers crossed. Can't say for sure. But yeah, we'll see you guys in the morning. Well, actually, no, we won't, because I work tomorrow. We will see you guys tomorrow. All right, guys, welcome to the next day. and the day's done and over. I didn't record anything yet today. To be fair, I didn't get a lot done. I did get the two sides of the door done, and I also got all the walls screwed to each other and also secured to the floor as well. So this beauty, she's solid. She ain't going anywhere. If it does go anywhere, it's the entire building going as a single unit. All right, guys, well, it's a couple days later. I'm very confident about that, mostly because I haven't recorded anything in a couple days, except for a thunderstorm, rain shower, which was awesome. Anyways, the reason is because I've been working hard trying to get this project done as soon as possible. We've got the solar shed up. It's not finished, but it's operational. I don't have the plywood yet for the eaves, I believe it's called. I could, you know, makeshift some of that extra plywood there, put up there. We don't have, I'm out of breath, excuse me. We don't have a roof tin yet, or tin for the rest of the building for that matter. We will get around to that, but we do have tar paper up and we do have plastic up here. So the building is more or less water resistant, but don't have plastic up there yet. I'll probably get around to doing that today. We don't have a door up, but look, the generator's up here with a propane tank. It's actually not doing anything at the moment, but look at that. We've got her up and running. We've got power, baby. It took a while to get everything figured out. I've still got some work to do. The VE Bus Smart Dongle, which is the blinky thing right there, for whatever reason, it is not connecting to the 5,000 watt inverter. Excuse me, the Quattro 24 volt, 5,000 watt, 120 volt. I know I said volt twice, but it's 24 volt on the battery. It outputs 120 volt. Anyways, for whatever reason, that device is not connecting to the inverter. But, well, let's just do an overview here really quick. So we've got 8 12 volt, 100 amp hour batteries connected in, 2 connected in series and then in parallel. So we're looking at 24 volt, 400 amp hour battery here. We've got our disconnect switch. Put the fuse after the switch. Maybe I should have put the fuse before the switch. I don't know if it matters that much. I decided to do it after the switch, just in case, you know, if it does blow, I'd rather have the power be in the off state, or I'd rather that be completely disconnected from the battery when I worked on it. I don't know if it makes any sense or if it matters. Anyways, so positive comes out here. Give me a screen. Comes out here, goes over here. Positive goes into the switch, out into the fuse. The fuse goes into the bus bar. The bus bar then goes into the Victron Quattro inverter. And then the negative side here comes out into a what do they call that, an inline monitor doohickey. Anyways, that ends up connecting to that device there, and then it connects to the bus bar here. This bus bar goes down and into the Victron inverter. charger inverter, by the way. And then on the bus bar, we've got our MPPT, which also connects to the bus bar, both positive and negative. And then we have, what else do we have? I think that is actually everything. As far as that is concerned, this here is the VE Bus Smart dongle. This is what I'm having issues with. For whatever reason, it's not communicating with the Quattro. So that's why this panel is open currently, because I was doing some testing with that. As soon as I get it working, I'll get this panel closed and I won't have to worry about it. But anyway, so here we have our AC in, and this is just in case in case the solar panels aren't doing enough to keep the system charged, I could turn on the generator and have the generator charge it. This is capable of a automatic generator start, but in order for me to configure that, I either need to play around with dip switches, or which I don't even know where the dip switches are located currently. Or I could use the darn phone, or I could use the Victron Connect app to configure the device, but I could only do that if this dongle is working, and this dongle is not working. So anyways, this here is the output. It's currently just wired into this output here, or into this this output socket, wall socket here, and then I just have an extension cord run into the cabin over yonder. So that's just the current setup. Eventually, and I do have the 10.2 already. Oh, there's a little chipmunk right there. I will eventually dig and run some 10.2 underground to the cabin, but this is just to get us by in the meantime, which is awesome. My plan now for today is to set up the solar panels, which I'm super excited about to get this set up. Hopefully once I get the panels set up, in theory, I shouldn't need the generator unless, you know, I have many very cloudy days in a row. Which during the summer, I mean, we don't get too many. The thing is my computer actually generates or sucks up a lot of power. But anyway, so that is the setup at the moment. I am super excited. It's a huge relief for me to have this system set up. Mostly because I've been running through, man, I have such a, why is that so bright? Anyway, so it's a huge relief for me to have that system set up. I've been running through a lot of propane and operating off of a single 12-volt battery and a 500-watt inverter, which does not power a lot of things, and the inverter is also kind of loud. But I'm super excited to get this, or to have this set up, and hopefully get the panels up today. So I'm gonna get to work on that. Well, guys, I forgot to edit an outro for the video, so I'm gonna be completely honest with you. We're about a month and a week after that last clip there. You can see it in the beard. And I apologize, just things have been kind of busy, you know, bunch of things going on. And also after I got the power hooked up, I took about a week to relax, and then, I mean, just there's a lot of footage for this video to edit. So that's kind of one of the reasons this video is taking a long time to come out. And I apologize. I'm going to try and do better from this point forward. I don't have a backlog currently. You guys did get the fishing video. I think there's another video concerning the water that didn't make it. I don't even know if that's going to be part of this video. If there's any parts of the plumbing in this video, I can't remember. But anyways, I did finally get the panels up. As you can see here, they are looking beautiful. They are capturing all of that gorgeous sunlight. Now, I did make a mistake when I first put them up, and I pointed them towards magnetic north instead of true north, or, well, the opposite of north, which would be south. And so I fixed that. In the end, I don't think it would have made a huge difference. In fact, it might have maybe have been better if it was magnetic north. I don't know, but this is what we've got for now. And I say for now, we're gonna have to do probably here in the next, well, probably couple of months, do some more speaking about the system. Well, that's interesting. I don't know why, but I was gonna pull up the, we'll have to go. Why is this different than before? I don't know. It says own devices and other devices now. It's never said that before. Anyways, let's go into the solar here. If we go into the solar here, we can see that we are currently generating, and it's 11:30, so it's not the greatest part of the day. We're at 63% battery, and we currently do have our computer on. We're currently using 500 watt hours. But as you can see, we have 750 coming in, which means then we're probably generating 12, 13, 14. Let me go to the... which is actually good for this time. That's not what I wanted. That's what I wanted. It's really good for this time of day. I almost lost the phone there. For whatever reason, the Bluetooth on this device is terrible. 1200, that's actually pretty good for this time of day. That's really good for this time of day. Now, I've been doing a lot better. Oh, I have a settings error. I'll have to resolve that. I've been doing a lot better on my power consumption. I'm currently down to, well, there's some 8 days, some 7 days, but I think on average, we're probably around the 6 kilowatt range. When I was living in town, living off of the on the grid, sorry about the sun glare there. When I was living on the grid, I was probably using, I would say I was probably using 13, 14, probably upwards of 16 kilowatts a day, which isn't terrible, but a lot of that is wasted power. It's mostly because I had my desktop computer just on constantly, never off. And I mean, yeah, I used it for work 8 hours a day, but then the other 16 hours of the day, well, I suppose I did some other stuff on it as well. But what I'm trying to say is, you know, half of the power that I used when I was living in town was pretty much thrown away, and it was just basically the computer being on all the time. Now I've got my laptop, which uses half as much power as my desktop computer, but my desktop computer is quite a bit more powerful than my laptop. So that's why I use my desktop computer for things like gaming and things and rendering videos and stuff like that. Although I haven't done much gaming recently. Maybe once I get my tower, which is supposed to be here next week. Once I get the tower up, I could get a more stable internet and do some more gaming with my brother and whatnot. I'm excited for that. But yeah, so tower's supposed to be here next week. However, next week, Alaska trip. I don't think I told you guys I'm going to Alaska yet, so I've got an Alaska trip next week that I'm looking forward to, and that's going to be a blast. I'll try and get some footage of that for you guys. I don't know if I'm going to focus on, you know, making videos or whatnot. Probably more or less going to be mostly B-roll type footage. So anyways, that's going to be the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe if you want to see more content from me. I want to see you guys next time. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace.